Well, I got a new tire just for the spare, and now I got four new Cooper tires on these El Camino that are Weathermaster performance tires, STs. Even though I'm down south, but you never know. I might be going up there in the mud or the snow or something. This one was an extra track Douglas, which is it's a good year, for Wally World. It was actually made in May 2006, but you can see those cracks on there. I don't really trust that shit. It rolls okay though. Doesn't seem like it, but it's got a lot of tread on it. But look at them sidewalls, man. Right? And there's a slight bulge right here too. That ain't good. This is a Mastercraft, which is made by Cooper. It's their entry-level tire. But, the deal is, it's an odd size because it's a 205/70/14. It's for older cars. It's got a mud and snow rating on it, but it's just an all-season tire. But it's made in, you can see right there, 9/17. That's the 9th week of 2017. So, the end of February 2017, or maybe March 1st or something like that, first week. Wait a minute. That would put it, more like April 2017. No, wait a minute, excuse me, no. The end of February or beginning of March 2017. So, this is good enough for a spare. And I figure since it's USA made and, it's 71 bucks. So I'll install it myself and put the weight on it and all that crap. Take this off the rim. This was a rim that actually had to hammer out a little bit because it was, see, damaged right here, see? Anyway, do that right now. But, it's pretty good to get some of these things online. Have them just throw them over here by FedEx. And a lot of people ignore this brand, Mastercraft. They also got the Glacier version, which is for winter. But I figure it might not ever see duty on the car, except if I ever get a severe flat, because it's just going to probably be sitting in a trunk for 8 million years. But still a hell of a lot better than having a damn donut tire, one of those little dinky things. It's a full-size spare, right? That's a good thing. First step is take out this little valve. Comes out quick. Put it on that thing and break the bead. Put it right here. Now, one of the beauties of having these old steel rims is they're easy. Well, this tire I put on here not that long ago. Figured it was okay for a spare, but I really don't trust it. I figured I'd never use a spare, but I had to use it a couple weeks ago. So that breaks the bead real easy. And when you're putting this thing in here, sometimes you want to tap this over a little bit to get it more under the rim so it does a good job, like getting under there where the steel bead is, to press it down. The other thing I like to do is I put a board underneath here to keep the tire from going like sideways, and it'll go on a tilt. Like if you're really pressing on it really hard, I put a little 2x4 underneath there, so just in case you're really pressing it down hard, it can go this way, then that thing could bend. But if I ever broke that and bend it, I'll just weld it up and put extra steel on it, make it stronger than the original, so it ain't gonna be no problem. But it's been serving me very well for at least a couple years now. Loads of tires. Well, this tire's breaking real easy, so. And sometimes you want to watch the rims the way they are. Sometimes they come off easier from the front or the back. And usually the way you can tell is if you see this part that goes in here, it's got less diameter and it's towards the side I'm pulling it off. I could pull this bead into that and have it pulled up, the whole tire pulled over more that way. It gives me more room to put that in and get it started. Sometimes there's like an angle the way the rim is on the inside, so you want to go where the smallest diameter is in the rim, on the interior of the rim, so you can pull this part of the tire into where the smallest part of the diameter of the rim is. This way you can pull the whole tire over and get the, you know, the tire lever under there a lot easier. Gives you a lot more, you know, this way you're not fighting it as much because it's not on there as tight once you break that bead, you know. Well, that didn't take long, and it doesn't hurt to have these two also, because I've got a couple of those motorcycle tire levers, and also a couple of big screwdrivers, just to keep it from going back on the bead as you're moving around on that. And sometimes I put grease on them, and you're supposed to put soap, but sometimes I put marine grade grease on that and on the tire, you know, it'll go across there pretty good. So, and also put a pipe on there to give you leverage if you really need to, but these came off okay. Yeah, another thing I like doing is I like putting the vice grips on the end of this so you can keep this from twisting. And I put a little grease on the inside of the tire. And some people go, what are you doing that for? Because it'll rot the rubber. No, well, not really, not just a slight amount. And the other thing it does is it gets on the rim where the rim can rust or corrode or whatever, you know. Not a lot, just a little bit. Use some of this wheel bearing grease. It makes it a little easier to go on. But this, I gotta use two hands now to get this on here, but it's almost on. And this, like I said, I put the vice grips on here, gives you a little more leverage, but it keeps this from turning when you're going around the tire, because it'll try to slip out. That's a nice little trick too. And in the last little bit, you can press down, or you can just use your tire levers. It'll go right on it. So this, I probably don't need to use the trucker strap to seat the bead, but I'll dig that out anyway just to demonstrate it on this video again, even though I demonstrated it a couple times before. Now you can see how I have the tire with the strap around there, trucker strap, and I got a board on here to take up the extra room on the strap, and kind of holds the tire steady too. What the hell? So let's see if it pops. There we go. So now the tire valve in it, and the other one is like harder to do because the other one's got a wide rim on it. This is stock rim. I probably didn't need to use that trucker strap thing, but it made it real easy with that. So that's a good trick. And if your trucker strap's too long, instead of cutting it, you can just put a board on there to keep your tire steady. You know, there you go, right? Okay, we got the old bubble balancer. Now, the one thing you want to make sure when you put this the bubble balancer, you want to pick that thing up on the top and make sure it's sitting right on the middle of the needle. And then you want to like put the tire on there, make sure the rim is all the way around it. It's pretty much in the middle. I got a one weight on there. I got one weight left, just a spare. Each balance can be balanced pretty good. So good enough. Got 33 pounds in there. It's a Mastercraft USA, and probably I'm going to leave the sticker on it too, just to show that it's a brand new tire. So. And on this El Camino, it's got this strap. That's the bottom of the jack that goes on there. Got all the parts. Here's a wing nut and a little washer thing. This slides in behind the seat this way, and there's a strap that goes over it. That's like kind of like a seat belt to hold it in place. So it should be good to go. Okay, she's in there. That's the strap to pull it out right here, and there's a brand new set of McLeod snow chains in there too on the side. So this buggy's all set, man.